Hi, Miss Layton, back again. I know it's been a while, but let's get right into it. It's been crazy busy, and last time we had the video 14, and that was talking about band balance and the pyramid of sound. Okay, so let's kind of dig into more about that, but more specifically, balance, blend, and intonation. If you hear yourself over the entire ensemble, then one or more of the following is the problem. It could be number one, balance. If you hear yourself above all others in your section or band, you are overpowering or overblowing. Make an adjustment to volume by playing softer. Lose your individual identity. We need to think of our sound as a collective agreement. Okay, one person can't overpower, because then it's not really what kind of sound we're trying to accomplish for a piece of music, unless I like you have a solo, right? So that would be something I want you to keep in mind. Number two, blend. If you still hear yourself and you made the volume adjustment in number one, then you are playing with poor tone quality. Make an adjustment with your embouchure, breath support, or posture. Poor tone quality will not blend with your section or band. Lose your individual identity. So this means that you got to play with a dark tone. Playing with a characteristic tone means that you have to have good posture. Your embouchure needs to be set properly for your instrument, and the use of your air and your airstream need to make sure that they're following all the rules that give you the proper tone quality. And I would even go further as to making sure that you're imagining you're holding an egg in your mouth if you're playing a wind instrument, to create the inside of your mouth as big as possible, keeping your teeth separated if you're a brass player and your tongue dropped out of the way, and you need to open up your throat while you play as if you were fogging up a mirror. So you always try to pretend like you're fogging up a mirror while you're playing your notes, and that'll help you get a dark, rich tone, and that's what you need so that you have a good tone quality, not a poor tone quality. Let's go to number three, intonation. If you still hear yourself and you made the adjustments in number one and two, then you're playing out of tune. You're getting the wrong note, actually. So, practicing with a tuner every day, like I will get out the tuner and my metronome. I have an app on my phone that it's both, and I will do long tones. And I'll make sure that that long tone is in tune. So I do that every day. Play my other warm ups and my scales with the tuner and metronome, making sure that every note is getting locked in. Adjust the length of your instrument to adjust for tuning. Okay, so you might need to make sure that you're supporting all your air and all that stuff in number one and two. But if you're still out of tune, then if you're too high, you need to make your instrument longer. If you're too low, if you're flat, you're too low, you need to make it shorter. So let me say that again. If your instrument's sharp, that means you're too high, and you need to make your instrument longer. And if you are too low, your instrument is flat, and you need to make your instrument shorter. And you'll use that tuner to tell you whether you're sharp or flat. Okay. Let's go through these last 6 points under intonation. Number one, as you play concert F with the band, listen for the beats. Woo, 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 woo is kind of that sound we're talking about. And if you don't remember what that means, go back to the tuning video earlier in this series. Make an adjustment with your barrel, mouthpiece, slide, or you might need to just retune your bass guitar, whatever instrument you're playing. Do the beats speed up or do they slow down? So if they speed up, you're going the wrong direction. You are getting worse. If they slow down, you're getting closer. Number two, if the beats are faster, you move the barrel or mouthpiece in the wrong direction. We just said that. Move it in the opposite direction. If the beats became slower, you're making the correct move. Continue in this direction until all beats are eliminated. That's when the sound waves are matching and it sounds like one instrument with your fellow band members, okay? If you find yourself pinching your embouchure to eliminate beats, your instrument's too long. It must be shortened. Number five, if you find yourself relaxing your embouchure to eliminate beats, your instrument's too short. It must be lengthened. So you don't want to have to make these major adjustments with your face. You want to make sure that we're adjusting our instrument, and you will need to do that by playing with a tuner, and you'll get better at it as time goes and you'll train your ears. When you are playing the same pitch without any unnecessary embouchure pressure or relaxation, you are not able to identify any individual sound in your section. You want a wall of sound in your section, sounding like if the trombones, if you're in a trombone section, you want to sound like one trombone. Trumpets want to sound like one trumpet, a wall of sound, okay? And then you and your section are perfectly in tune and playing with proper balance and blend. And yeah, there was a typo right there. If you were wondering why there was no D in blend. So that's important because then now each section, once we're getting that, we can go, okay, how do we fit in the pyramid of sound? And we can start adjusting here. And then we're taking it to another level. When your section is blending properly, and then your section's blending with the whole ensemble, that's when we get really good band balance. Okay. So I hope this helped. I know there's a lot to it and a lot of details, and it needs to be practiced in an ensemble. Okay. So get out there with your tuners and metronome and make sure that you're playing with a good tone quality and with intonation. And the last part of this video series is going to be covering common musical terms. Okay, so that is video number 16. I'll kind of briefly go over these terms in the next video. Thank you for watching. Mr. Layton signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.